Dear students, in this video, my topic is bracket function. I explain what is the definition of bracket function. First, I explain what is greatest integer and a bracket function, and one application of that bracket function. Usually, for your syllabus, some problems are there based on that bracket function. I solve some problems also. Then, if time permits, I take one theorem, that is Fermat's theorem. Now, what is greatest integer function, or it is called bracket function? Greatest integer function, or it is called bracket function. Bracket function. You know the definition of this greatest integer x. Greatest integer x. You have already studied this one. This greatest integer x means it is the greatest integer x. It denotes an integer x which doesn't exceed that x. Did you follow the definition? If I give example, then it will be clear. I repeat the definition. This greatest integer x denotes the only integer which doesn't exceed x. See, the example is greatest integer x of 9.5 is 9. Greatest integer x of 9.9 is also 9. 9.9 is not 10. In a rounding off, we take 9.9 as 10. But in greatest integer x, definition is greatest integer of 9.9 is 9 only. Now, for negative integers, that is important. Greatest integer of 5.5 is, what is greatest integer of minus 5.5? It is minus 6. Am I correct? Minus 6. Because if you take greatest integer of minus 5.5 as minus 5, then it will be greater than minus 5.5. So it denotes integer not greater than this. One more example. Greatest integer of minus 4.2 is. Now you can understand what is the definition. What is greatest integer of minus 4.2? Is minus 5, not minus 4. Because if you take minus 4, it will be greater than minus 4.2. You have idea about negative integers. So it is minus 5. This is the definition. Now, it is the greatest integer x. Now, what is the greatest integer function? What is the greatest integer function? You know the meaning of function. Function means there should be two things. One domain, codomain. Function from A to B means it associates every element of A with unique element of B. Then it is called a function. Now, greatest integer function means this greatest integer function x associates every real number to an integer. Greatest integer x is it associates, it is a function because it associates or it relates every real number with unique integer. So what is greatest integer function? It is a function which associates every real number with unique integer, may be positive or negative, even 0. That is the definition of greatest integer function. Now, we have important application of this. Application is, suppose A and B are any two integers, positive integers. Take positive integers. Then, suppose B is greater than A. Suppose Q is the quotient. R the remainder. When B is divided by A, then we have B is equal to Q into A plus R. Important thing is, what is R? we use Euclid's algorithm. R must be less than A, greater than or equal to 0. We use such divisions where this remainder must be non-negative and less than the divisor. Divisor is A here. B is the divisor. Now B is Q into A plus R. This is called division algorithm. Therefore B by A is Q plus R by A. Therefore greatest integer of B by A is Q. This is the important thing of this or application of this greatest integer. I explain. Suppose A and B are any two integers, positive we take, and B is greater than A, and Q is the quotient when B is divided by A, then greatest integer function of B by A is Q, because what is this R by A? R by A is less than 1. R by A is less than 1 and we have taken positive, A and B as positive. Less than 1 positive means it must be 0. Greatest integer of R by A must be 0 because it is less than 1. Why it is less than 1? R is less than A. We consider only such divisions. Remainder must be less than the divisor. So, the greatest integer of B by A is equal to Q. Now, I take one example where we use this bracket function. To solve that problem, we use bracket function. Problem is find the highest power of a prime number in n factorial. In this type of problems, we use the greatest integer. Understand? Problem is like this. Find the highest power of a prime number contained in n factorial. I consider this example. First I explain the example, then I derive the formula. Find the highest power of 3 contained in 100 factorial. What do you understand by the problem? If you understand the problem clearly, then itself is the solution, because understanding the problem is important. Find the highest power of 3 contained in 100 factorial. 100 factorial is very big number. In 100 factorial, or what is the power of 3, highest power of 3 contained in 100 factorial? Can I take some small problem here? 4 factorial. What is the highest power of 3 contained in 4 factorial? 4 factorial means 4 into 3 into 2. So it is highest power of 3 is 3 raised to 1 only. If you take 5 factorial, one more 5 is there. 5, 4, 3, 2. What is this? 120. Right, 120. Now in this case, what is the highest power of 3? Highest power of 3 is 432 into 5. 5432. It is highest power of 3 is 3 raised to, again 1 is there, only 1, because 5432. Right? It is only 3, power of 3 is 1 here. Power of 3 is 1 because 5 factorial is 5432. What is the power of 3 here? Only 1. But if you take 6 factorial is 65432. Then this 6 can be written as 3 into 2 into 5, 4, 3, 2. What is the highest power of 3? 2. 3 square is there. power of 3 contained in 6 factorial is 2, highest power of 3. Now, but in 100 factorial, we cannot solve the problem by writing this one. We should have certain formula. First, I consider this problem. I explain how many or highest power of 3 contained in 100 factorial. Then I explain one formula here to solve such type of problem. Highest power of prime here, prime number, that is important, contained in n factorial. What is 100 factorial? 100 factorial is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, etc. into 99 into 100. Now first I consider power of 3. What are the power of 3? 3, 6 contains again 3, 9 contains 1, 3 here. Of course it is 3 into 3. I consider first the only 3 ones in these numbers. How many numbers contains 3 ones? What are that? 3, 6, 9, etc. 99. This also contains 3. And what is that number? How many 3's are there? It contains, out of these 100 numbers, divisible by 3 are. Divisible by 3 are 33. Agree with this? How many factors are there which are divisible by 3? 3, 6, 9, etc. 99. Total 33. Then, out of these factors, divisible by 3 square. What are that? 9, 18, 27, etc. How many are there? 9, 18, 27, etc. 11 are there. Because 9, second 18, multiples of 9. 9, 18, etc. 99. 11 are there. They are multiple powers of 3 square. Divisible by 3 cube. What is 3 cube? 27. 3 cube are 27, 54, 81. 27, 54, 81. How many are there? 3. Divisible by factors divisible by 3 raised to 4. 3 raised to 4 is only 1. What is that? 81. So, what is the power of 3 contained in 100 factorial? Therefore, we have to add this because we have taken 3 ones, 3 twice. How many factors contains 3 twice? 11. How many factors contains 3 times? They are 3. How many factors contains 3 4 times? Only 1. So here 3 counted first only once. Second 3 is counted here. Factors which contain second 3 is counted here. Factors which contain third, that is 3 one more time, is counted here. Counted 4 times is counted here. Total, what is this? 44, 47, 48. So, the highest power of 3 contained in 100 factorial is 48. 100 factorial is 48. Now we have a formula for this. Actually, I have taken the problem and explained, but you need not solve the problem like this. We have a formula for this. Formula is like this. The highest power of a prime number contained in n factorial, denoted by k of n factorial, powers contained in n factorial, k of n factorial is n by p, bracket function n by p plus n by p square plus n by p cube plus so on. This is the formula. N by p cube and so on. And you have to continue up to till you get 0 here. Means n by p factorial you have to continue. N by next is plus n by p raised to 4. Bracket function n by p raised to 4 and so on. You have to continue this till you get 0 here. Till you get 0. See, in the above example, if we apply this formula, how do you apply the formula? Highest power of 3 contained in 100 factorial. How do you apply this formula? It is 100 by 3, greatest integer function of 100 by 3. What is that? It is 33. Because what is the greatest integer function of b by a? I explained in the note. In the beginning, I explained that in the note. B by a is q, quotient. Highest power, that is greatest integer function of b by a is the quotient when b is divided by a. So it is 33. 100 by 3 square means 100 by 9. What is the quotient? 100 by 9 means quotient is 11. 9 into 11, 99. 11 is the quotient. 100 by 3 cube is 3. Because 27 into 3 is 81. Quotient is 3 when 100 is divided by 3 cube. 100 is divided by 3 raised to 4. What is the quotient? 1. It ends here, this process. Because 100 by 3 raised to 5 is 0. 3 raised to 5 means 81 into 3, 243. 100 by 243 means 0 quotient. Now, what is the highest power of 3? That is prime number contained in 100 factorial. We have to add this. 33 plus 11 plus 3 plus 1. 48. This is the type of problem here. Highest power of a prime number contained in n factorial. I take one more problem, then it will be clear. See, in the beginning I have taken 100 factorial as 1, 2, 3, etc. 100. Sorry. Then I have calculated how many factors are multiplied by 3 or contain 3, how many factors in 100 factorial contain 3 square and so on. But that is not required. You can apply directly this formula. And you have to practice this. Usually there will be one problem on this for 2 marks. I explain one more problem here. Find the highest power of 7 contained in 1000 factorial. See, such a large number it is, 1000 factorial. We do not write 1, 2, 3, etc. 1000, and we cannot calculate that power of 7. How many times 7 is there in 1000 factorial? But using this formula, it becomes a very simple problem. What is the procedure? First you consider 1000 greatest integer function of 1000 by 7. What is greatest integer function of 1000 by 7? It is the quotient. Divide 1000 by 7. 7 into 1, 7. 7 4 the 28. Then 2 remains. 7 2. Is it 142? Quotient you have to take 142. Then 1000 by 7 square. It is same as 142 by 7. You can verify this. 142 by 7. So it is 20. 1000 by 7 square is same as 142 by 7. Next is 1000 by 7 cube is same as 20 by 7. 20 by 7 is 2. greatest integer here. Greatest integer of 20 by 7 is 2. Now next is 0 because 1000 by 7 raised to 4 is 2 by 7, it is 0. Now what is therefore the highest power of 7 contained in 1000 factorial? 142 plus 20 plus 2. Correct? So it is 164. Is it 164? Yes. Now, from examination point of view, if you have any, if you want any detailed idea about this greatest integer function, you refer any book on number theory. Any book on number theory. But for examination point of view, this technique of solving problem is important. I think this problem is clear. Find the highest power of 7 contained in 1000 factorial. What is the formula? 1000 by 7, greatest integer. 1000 by 7 square is same as 142 by 7. That is important. 1000 by 7 cube is same as 20 by 7, greatest integer function. Then what is the highest power of 7? Add this, 164. You can solve some more examples here. Example is find the highest power of 3 contained in 1000 factorial. Find the highest power of 7 contained in 50 factorial. Highest power of 7 contained in 500 factorial. Highest power of a prime number contained in n factorial. Again, I tell you, from this topic you will get a 2-mark question for your examination. So the topic is important. Okay, I continue that Fermat's theorem in the next video. Thank you.